Do not think like anyone you don't want to be like. If you haven't read Hal Elrod's book called The Millionaire Mindset, I would highly recommend reading that book. Because what he's talking about in that book is a concept that I'm going to explain to you. What he says is that thoughts lead to feelings, feelings lead to actions, and actions lead to results. Thoughts lead to feelings, feelings lead to actions, and actions lead to results. What this means is, if you think like someone who doesn't have the life that you want to live, if who thinks in a way that's not beneficial towards them or towards you, you are doing yourself a disservice and you are putting yourself down. And the reason why is because of Hal Elrod's little equation. I'm not sure if he made that up or whatever. I'm sure there's probably someone before him, but I read it initially in his book. So, like I said, I would highly recommend reading that book. So, if your thoughts are bad, your feelings are going to be bad, and then your actions are going to be bad, and then your results are going to be bad. It's all a downward spiral. You see where I'm going here. So if you have good thoughts, if your thoughts are good, then your feelings are going to be good. Then your actions are going to be good. And then your results are going to be good. But I see this every single day. Every single day, I can just see how people speak. The words that come out of people's mouths, I can tell that they're not going to be successful and that they're going to hate their life. So I'm glad you clicked on this video, because I can explain to you how you can literally fundamentally change your life just by talking to yourself differently and by thinking differently. That's all it takes. People say things like when people speak to me or when I hear them talk, it's the way that they talk is just, it's a fundamentally way that they speak to themselves that just sets them up for failure. The way that they talk and the way that they speak sets them up for failure. I had to repeat that. Because everyone does it. A lot of people do. A lot of people speak in a way that sets them up for failure and sets them up for a way that's not gearing them towards success. If you think in a way that's geared towards success, and you talk in a way that's geared towards success, you will become successful. That's all it takes. But people will think in a failure type way. They will think negative. You know, they will say things like, I don't want to be here, or I wish I had this. It's all negative. Every time a lot of people speak in a negative way, and what this does is it makes, going back to Hal Elrod's point, it makes your thoughts bad, your feelings are bad, your actions are bad, then your results are bad, because you're going to take bad actions by having these bad thoughts. By having these bad thoughts, you will take back bad actions. So it's very, very important that you have good thoughts so you can take good actions, and then you can have good results. Everyone wants good results out of life. And this is exactly what I'm explaining to you in this video of how this happens here. This is exactly how it works. This is why I'll never stop reading, never stop learning, never stop growing. Because there's always more you can learn and always more you can do. And just reading this, just learning this, just like learning every day, I can just see how people talk. Like I said, every single day I see how people talk. I know they're set up for failure. I know that they'll never really achieve anything in their lives just by the way that they talk. And I can tell, because it's always a negative, they always give a negative answer. If you can have a positive answer with everything, you can talk in a positive way. Now, this doesn't mean that you're, always positive, etc., etc. Like, you can be negative. I remember reading a Mark Cuban's book, How to Win at the Sport of Business. And he says, you can complain as long as you do something about it. So, to this exact point, you can be negative as long as you're doing something about it. But what most people do is they'll just complain and they will talk negative and do nothing about it. They will do zero things about that. And it makes no sense at all. Never do that. Never talk in a negative way and do nothing about it, because you're absolutely just setting yourself up for failure. You cannot set yourself up for failure this way. Like, it's simple. And how it's simple is just by changing your thoughts, changing the way you think. And then you won't think like this, and then you won't be a loser anymore. This is how it works. You change the way you think, you won't have bad actions, you're going to have good actions, and you're going to achieve the results you want out of life. All it takes is you thinking at a different level, different than 99% of people, taking different actions and achieving different results. That's all it takes. Like I said, if you have not read Hal Elrod's book, The Millionaire Mindset, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. I believe it's called Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by Hal Elrod. I would highly recommend checking that book out. So that's the video I have for you today. If you like this video, like the video, comment, share, subscribe. See you in the next one.